Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. I know people usually do fun things on their holiday weekends. However, I ended up doing closet cleaning and it was long overdue. I had so much to organize. But I was going through my Chanel items and I realized that I had various different leathers from Chanel. And I remember when I first purchased a Chanel item, I was very confused because the leather looked nothing like what I had expected it to look like based on, pictures that I have been seeing online and on Instagram, on YouTube videos. And I looking into it, I realized that Chanel comes up with different caviar, like their caviar will change every season. And even within a season, the caviar leather can look different. And so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna share this with you guys in hopes that it will help you in your search. So let's start with the biggest item I have, which is my Chanel Jumbo. And this is in the bigger grain caviar. And this is a 17 series. It's from 2013. And as you can see, it's not too shiny. It does have slight shine, but it's more of a matte, duller caviar. And let me compare it to my Zip Coin purse, which is a shinier, glossier caviar. And you can see the difference right there. This is shinier, glossier, and it looks more black, whereas this one is a little bit duller, and even the grains itself is much more pronounced than the grains on this one. So yeah, when I first got this bag, if you've been following me, you know I purchased this pre-loved with an amazing, amazing price. And when I got it, I kind of second guessed myself because I was actually looking for a bag that looked like this. And I ended up with this, which I didn't really like the look of it because I wanted to be a deep, shiny caviar leather like this one. So I debated whether or not to resell it and get one in the leather that I liked. However, I did end up keeping it, and the reason was because, number one, I got such a great deal on it. But the second thing was, because this jumbo is such a big bag, it doesn't sit as close to your body as other bags would. And so I found myself bumping into things a lot more with this bag. And this caviar, because of the way it is, it's so much more sturdier. It's very stiff. Like this is soft, whereas this is a lot stiffer, And I guess this is the caviar that people think looks too plasticky. But I actually like it for the jumbo because, again, it holds its structure so well. Like when I got this, I thought it was brand new because it just looks so good. But even after using it for as long as I've had it, it's still so like in pristine condition. Like there is no wear and tear, and the structure is amazing. And so I thought for the jumbo, I think I'm gonna be sticking to this bag just because it just holds its structure so well. But if you do like the shinier, glossier caviar, then I think the 19 series is good. The 24 series is beautiful. And I think the 26 series, 25 and 26 series, you see both of them. Like some are matte, some are shinier. So yeah, that's something to consider. But if you like this shinier look, just be aware that I feel like once it loses its newness and its puffiness, I think it does look a bit more, I guess, aged. And so, yeah, like if you want something that's more structured and just holds its shape well, then a more matte caviar like this might be the better choice. But yeah, those are the two bigger grained caviar bags in SLG that I have. The next one that I wanted to show you is, let's go over here. I'm gonna put this back. It is my mini rectangular. So this is 17C series. It's from November of 2016. And as you can see, this one is very different from the jumbo because it is a smaller grained caviar. It's like a mini grained caviar, if you can call it that. And there you go. See how different the caviar looks? So this has the smaller grains. It does have a glossy like coating on it, but it's not iridescent. At first I was kind of confused. I thought this looked iridescent in the pictures, but after I saw it in real life, I realized that it's not iridescent because it doesn't have like the pearl, you know, like inside of the caviar. It's just glossy, is what I'm saying. So, yeah. So it's not iridescent, but it's very glossy. It's very beautiful, and I love this because you can basically, if you get any rain, if you get rained on or anything like that, you can just wipe it off immediately, and it doesn't leave a mark on the leather. So I really love that. Now this mini oat pouch I got in, this one is 18B series, I believe. And it is very, very similar to the 17C, but it's a bit more glossier. Can you see that? And it's a little bit more softer. And I don't know if this is because this is a pouch, whereas this is a bag, and they have more like structure to the bags. I think they must construct it a bit differently so that it holds its structure a bit more. So this is super puffy and soft, whereas this one is not so much. But yeah, the caviar is very, very, very similar. Almost identical, with a little bit more glossiness to the 18B. So then the final thing that I have is this item right here. This one is my most recent from this year's spring summer collection. And this is actually aged grained lambskin. And so it looks like the grained calfskin. However, it's actually lambskin. And because lambskin is usually known for its softness, I was at first kind of concerned, but my essay told me that it was almost exactly the same. The way it looks and feels is exactly the same, and she's absolutely right that it does. And she also said that the grained calfskin from the iridescent from the spring summer is actually feels softer in your hands than the lambskin. So the lambskin feels sturdier, she said. So yeah, that's that. And yeah, I mean, it's so beautiful the way it picks up light and all. So that is my caviar. Let me share my reissue. This is aged calfskin. So again, aged calfskin looks different from season to season. Mine is a 13 series, so it's from 2011. What can be different is how much, I guess, the creasing or wrinkling there is. So when I used to look at these bags, I thought, oh, all the wrinkles are because of it being worn and handled. But no, I mean, it's initially. Sometimes, some seasons, they'll have it where there's not too many wrinkles. Sometimes it'll be almost smooth, and sometimes they'll have a lot more wrinkling. So again, there are variations to leather, and so you really do need to look at it closely to make sure it's the look that you want. And this aged calfskin is so gorgeous and feels so luxurious and nice, and one of my favorite bags. And oh, if you guys have not been aware, this upcoming season, I think they just released it. I've seen online that people are starting to get theirs. They have come out with a mini reissue that is single flap and is the same price as the mini rectangular. And oh my gosh, from the looks of it, I think it's gonna be very hard to get. It's gonna be like a very hot item this season. The mini rectangulars, if you're not familiar, only have the 2 grommets, so you can only wear it shoulder or crossbody. It's only intended to be worn like that. However, the mini reissue has the 4 grommets, and so you would be able to wear it double strapped as well. And oh my gosh, I think that's gonna be a big hit this season. And the way Chanel increases their prices on popular items, I have a feeling that that mini reissue is going to increase in price soon. This is just me speculating. So it's not anything that I've heard, it's just me speculating, but I feel like that's gonna be the big item this season, this upcoming season. So if you guys are interested in that, contact your essays right away. But yeah, the reissue is an amazing, amazing bag. I really, really want a mini reissue with the gold. And oh, and then it's not the aged gold hardware, it's gonna be the shiny gold hardware. So it's super, super beautiful. If you could see it in the stores, I would probably grab it if you are at all interested. But with that said, those are my different leathers from Chanel. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Oh, I forgot this guy. This is my lambskin. This is my only lambskin. Well, technically this is grained lambskin, so I guess it's not my only lambskin, but it's my only smooth lambskin. And as you can see, it is so soft and nice. And this, ever since I've got it, it's always been on me. Like, I'll have it in my hands, I'll have it in my purse, I'll have it in my pocket, but it's held up beautifully. The only thing I would be wary about is these edges and corners. I think the lambskin is a bit more fragile. So I do I do try to be careful not to like scratch a zipper on it, or when I'm putting it in and out of my bags, I'll try to not scrape it against the walls as much. But other than that, it's held up beautifully. I mean, look at it. There is not a single sign of wear and tear, and I've used it to death. So yeah, I highly, highly recommend lambskin if you are at all interested in Chanel lambskin. But yeah, that's my final leather, different leather from Chanel. Again, I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions about any of these leathers, please leave them in the comments below. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. If you are following me, thank you so, so much. If you are not, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe. And I hope to do more videos that are helpful. Thanks so much and have a wonderful week. Bye.